you ever get this, but it's like almost surreal to be sitting there having a conversation with you in real life after just, you know, you were always like my whole time knowing about you. You were like this phantom dude that we were never. People used to always say. Now I think about it, like, yeah, he's life. Like you're never gonna see him.
Yeah, I'm Bigfoot, really. With a
you
shower
know, you kind
and
of
a
become
shave.
that, right?
Yeah, I'm Bigfoot with a shower and a shave. I tell people that all the time. It's like X-rated. I'll be doing a meet and greet and they'll say that over and over, like X-rated.
But that must be a weird thing for you to have people still be surprised that you're out, because from your perspective, it's kind of like, well, motherfucker, it was in the news. I posted about it. It got interviews online. It got new music videos out. Like, why are motherfuckers not paying attention, right?
Nah. I think there's a degree of arrogance if I was to go there. What I believe, this my perspective, I believe it's a significant blessing that whatever percentage of people remember me at all, or that are conscious or that cared that I came home at all. That's a blessing, because I did 26 years, 5 months, and 26 days, and came home with 1 million views on my first video, and sold out shows with people who had rocked with my music. Some of them are from the 1991 to 2000. Some of them are 2000 to 2010. Some of them are 2010 to 2019.
Right.
I got 4 generations of fans rocking to my music. And nobody ever came home from prison to that.
Yeah.
Nobody that did time like time. There's just me and my son in New York that did this much time come home and still be considered a part of the culture at all.
I mean, we talk about rappers who get 3-4 years, like, damn, I wonder if they're gonna be all right when they get out.
Right.
You know, because shit does move so fast that it ain't a sure thing.
And their music, unfortunately, has no substance. And so when your music has no substance, it can't connect, and now you just Jay Quan. You just, you know, everybody in the club get tipsy and you gone. Yeah. And that's what'll happen. And that's why I encourage people to actually put some substance in their music. But that go back to our point about being a generation. I remember NWA came out, everybody had something to say about the ignorance in their music. 2 Live Crew was so ignorant. You know, the East Coast was used to a different kind of hip hop, and the East Coast controlled the media at the time. With no podcasts, but no, you wanted to get on TV or be written about, you had to get that through New York.
Right.
And you know, LA had to play catch up, like wait, in response to being treated like a stepchild by New York. And so we forget that even Run DMC was considered by New York as an aberration, because they was used to the Grandmaster Fab, you know, the Furious Five. They was used to Sugar Hill Gang. They was used to that.
There's not a lot of people left in rap who could comment on that time period and like remember those sort of stylistic changes and shit. You know, it's like a lot of that stuff sort of is the kind of stuff that's written about in books, but there's not a lot of people who could really have that conversation.
It's insane.
Days, you know,
it's insane because it's a sport. Hip hop is a sport, but we ain't created a Hall of Fame for ourselves yet. We don't hand out gold jackets for our icons. We tear them down when they die, right? Instead of saying, you know, we lost one of our own. If the makeup man dies from the Wizard of Oz, the Academy is going to honor the dude. The dude that did Dorothy's makeup got honored, right?
Right.
Nevertheless, the man that shot the movie, the makeup man. In hip hop, you can't even get that from your own. You get blessed if Rolling Stone mess with you. We got to get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right? If you NWA, if you Public Enemy, if you the Beastie Boys, like we not understanding that's our culture, and we got to get acceptance outside of it because we so busy tearing each other down and haven't built institutions within our sport to honor ourselves like all the other sports do. Like all of them, the NBA, NFL, and we all obsess over those ones and argue all day over who the GOAT in NBA sports and what stats they got and why their stats matter. But we don't have no system to honor that in our own, and therefore it's a speculative thing, a subjective thing, and it causes people to be reckless in their commentary sometimes. I think we should honor our own. We should give a fuck, and I say our own, all of them, and the Eminems, and from all of them, Kendrick Lamar, all of them. We shouldn't have to lose one to start throwing flowers around.
Yeah,
it should be understood that we witnessing greatness Right now, the kid from the Kansas City Chiefs is so phenomenal. You know, the Lamar Jackson is amazing, right? All of that. Right now, they give it to him. Nobody say he had to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
He ain't won an MVP, nothing. Right now, that was a great game.
And in hip hop, there's so many ways to matter. Like, you don't have to have a #1 hit. X-Rated ain't never had a #1 hit, and X-Rated will die a legend. You know,
Facts.
it's like there's a lot of different.
I'm gonna live a legend too.
Facts, but like that's the kind of thing where it's like there's a lot of different standards by which you could judge a rapper. And yeah, a lot of rappers who had #1 hits are legends, but a lot of rappers who never even hit any kind of chart are legends to us because we can appreciate a motherfucker who was dope in his area and never broke through. Whatever, that don't matter. That's.
I'm gonna ask you a serious ass question.
Yeah,
you ready for it?
Yeah.
Is Vanilla Ice doper than Nipsey Hussle?
No.
Vanilla Ice has greater numbers than Nipsey Hussle.
Fair enough, but I mean,
which means that the numbers is bullshit. That's what it means. The numbers are bullshit.
At the end of the day, making a massive hit doesn't guarantee you legend status. Although I guess you could kind of give it to Vanilla Ice that in a way he is a legend. Yeah.
Vanilla Ice is a legend, but it's not because of the numbers.
Yeah.
It's because no matter how much a motherfucker want to act like they hate the dude, that goddamn song is slapping, bro. Ice Ice Baby slapping. Turn it on, that shit slap. And people gonna know the words that hate the song because that shit slaps, bro. It's
ironically,
on
Vanilla
the set,
Ice
that song slaps.
He's an urban legend. Which is kind of funny. He's like an urban legend, even though I'm not sure I want to give Vanilla Ice urban after the conversation we were having previously.
He certainly can't have urban legend. Yeah, Vanilla Ice has a certain degree of legendary status in hip hop because we have to talk about him in certain regards. He's a part. The Suge Knight story is a legendary story. He got legendary status, but I could tell you that, you know, statistically speaking, as a person who likes to watch the sport, he ain't had one game in his life better than a game that Nipsey played or better than a game that Tupac played as a rapper. The sport. And he never outshined in the sport.
The thing I'll say is that it's always hard to be the first one through the wall. And Vanilla Ice, you know,
he wasn't first.
He did it for all the other white boys.
No, MC Search is dope.
Okay.
Back in third base was the shit. You know, I'm a historian.
Right.
Third base was the shit. Paul Revere is still the shit. The Beastie Boys was the shit.
Okay, so, but the reason why it's easy for white rappers now is because of Vanilla Ice and because of Eminem, because all these dudes who took all the shit for white people in general so that G-Eazy can just be G-Eazy. And motherfuckers don't say, oh, G-Eazy ain't black enough. Like, people are past that, you know? And it's like Eminem had it a little rough, but Vanilla Ice had, I mean, it's kind of different because Eminem had a lot more reasons for people to respect him versus Vanilla Ice. So he had kind of earned his respect a lot more, but, you know, everybody got to kind of break through the wall to get to where they're going, I guess, in order for hip hop to be truly open to whatever extent that's a good thing.
The Beastie Boys got no hate.
Right. Mac Miller got no hate. There's certain white dudes managed to sort of skate
through. Hate. So it's a trip that dope rappers. Eminem didn't really get hate. Eminem manufactured hate. That Eminem started the argument about being Elvis. Eminem started the argument about y'all hate because I'm white. Eminem did that. It was very brilliant marketing.
Particularly early in his career, black people didn't seem all that mad at Eminem. White people, conservative people were mad at Eminem.
Yeah, white people were more. They were Dr. Dre's cosign.
Black people, to me,
it was over with.
My perspective was that black people were just like, how the fuck are you talking shit about your mom? You're not allowed to do that. That more than anything stood out as like, wow, that is some white boy shit right there.
When you start saying why people aren't so fast to get somebody greatest rapper of all time status, it's gonna be the mom thing and it's gonna be the gay stuff. Because it's intolerable for some people to bump that in their car out loud. Even if you thought it was a dope song, I don't wanna be at a light slapping my uncle raped me and whatever, and I'm at a light with my window rolled down and the dude pull up next to me slapping something or whatever. Don't nobody wanna do that. And so it harmed him the same way Ludacris being a comedian harmed his argument for one of the better rap. Dude was one of the dopest rappers on the face of the earth, period. His entire career. And he can't get an honorable mention whatsoever because of the comedy. So it's rules to this and how you get, you know, accepted and argued for your greatness. And I think that's what harmed Eminem, you know. But at this point, I think people understand that dude's one of the dopest rappers to ever do it. I don't think it's room for an argument no more. If there ever was, like, it's just stupid at this point. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
What's up? It's X-Rated. If you like this clip, make sure to watch the full-length video. Again, you can follow me on Instagram, official X-Rated1. That's official XRAIDED #1. Holla at your boy.